And with the third pick, I made the earth sick. I'm DeQwan Young, and today we dive into the 10 biggest what-ifs in NBA history. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and join us in the comment section below and let us know what are some of the other biggest what-ifs in NBA history. And American sports would simply not be the same without the National Basketball Association. The league has provided a great number of legends from different countries, forever changing the ways we look at sports. But as in the case with many parts of life, we always wonder how things would go if they had been different. For the NBA, 10 small things could have gone another way that would have changed history forever. Number 10, Derrick Roses' knees didn't betray him. When the Miami Heat formed the infamous super team of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh in 2010, everyone expected them to reign supreme in the East. But Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls appeared to be a legitimate contender. Rose won the MVP in 2011 and appeared to be on his way to greatness. But a year later, Rose tore his ACL and embarked on a journey of lost games and seasons. Long story short, his knees kept betraying him. The Bulls stopped being good, and he was traded in 2016. And what if Rose stayed healthy? Perhaps the Bulls would have stolen the East from LeBron a couple of times. Perhaps he would have never won a ring in Miami. We'll never know. Number 9, Steph Curry becomes a Timberwolf. Curry was drafted 7th overall by the Golden State Warriors in 2009. At 5th overall, the Minnesota Timberwolves selected Ricky Rubio. At 6th overall, the Timberwolves selected Johnny Flynn. Rubio was a solid player, but never a star, and Flynn was out of the NBA 3 years later. And Curry? You might have heard of him. The 2015 and 2016 League MVP, 2015 and 2017 NBA champion, led the Warriors to a record 73 wins in 2016. These were all thanks in large part to Curry's dominance. But what if Minnesota drafted Curry? Imagine the super team he would have formed there. At the very least, the Warriors would be extremely irrelevant. Number 8, Magic Johnson didn't have to retire. What can we say about Magic Johnson? He just may be a top 5 all-time player. He led the LA Lakers to 5 NBA championships and took home 3 league MVPs. He and the Showtime Lakers dominated the NBA throughout the 80s. But Johnson discovered early in the 1991-92 season that he had AIDS and had to retire immediately. The Lakers became a mediocre squad, but what if Johnson never had AIDS and didn't have to retire? Perhaps the Lakers would have won more titles and thwarted the Bulls dynasty, and Magic Johnson would be healthy. Wait, he's healthy now, isn't he? Number 7, Sac State in Orlando. Shaquille O'Neal spent just 4 seasons with the Orlando Magic, yet he averaged a whopping 27.2 points and 12.5 rebounds per game during his time there. Orlando reached the NBA Finals in 1995 and the Eastern Conference Finals in 1996. But in 1996, Shaq signed with the LA Lakers for 7 years, $121 million. You know the rest. He and Kobe Bryant led the Lakers to 3 straight titles in 2000, 2001, and 2002, and the Magic became irrelevant after Shaq left. But what if he stayed in Orlando? Michael Jordan retired in 1999 and the Bulls stopped ruling the East. Perhaps Shaq could have guided the Magic to championships. And would Kobe even be the legend we know today? Number 6, Kobe was a Hornet. The Charlotte Hornets drafted Kobe Bryant with the 13th pick in 1996, but had already arranged a deal with the Lakers. When all was said and done, the Black Mamba went to Los Angeles in exchange for Vlade Divac. Kobe, of course, led the Lakers to a 3-peat before leading them to 2 more championships in 2009 and 2010. He became one of the 10 greatest players in league history and maintained the Lakers' status as a golden franchise. Divac played just 2 seasons in Charlotte. The Hornets relocated to New Orleans in 2002. Number 5, Michael Jordan didn't retire in 93 or 99. After guiding the Bulls to 3 straight championships from 1991 to 93, Michael Jordan shocked the world by retiring. He had a desire to play baseball and was grieving the tragic murder of his father, James. The Bulls couldn't defend their title in 1994, MJ returned late in 95, but the Magic ended their season. Of course, Chicago would win 3 more championships in 96, 97, and 98, and MJ would retire for a second time in 99. But what if MJ never retired? Could we be talking about 7 to 10 rings? Yes, we could. We probably would be too. Number 4, LeBron never left Cleveland. Happy story for everyone involved. LeBron left Cleveland, got his first 2 rings in Miami, then returned in 2014. 2 years later, he won the Cavaliers their first championship in franchise history. Now what if LeBron never left Cleveland? Could he have somehow won more or less rings? We know the Heat wouldn't have been an unstoppable force in the East, but who knows? LeBron could have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. You know how it goes. Number 3, Len Bias played in the NBA. Bias was one of the most hyped up NBA prospects ever. A star small forward in Maryland, Bias was a 2-time ACC Player of the Year. The Boston Celtics drafted Bias second overall in 1986, and the 22-year-old was on his way to special things. But 2 days later, Bias overdosed on cocaine and died from cardiac arrhythmia. And one of the most promising prospects of all time was gone, never playing in the NBA. Number 2. Bill Russell was a Hawk. The St. Louis Hawks drafted Russell second overall in 1956. However, the Hawks desired Ed Macaulay and Cliff Hoegler, so they shipped Russell to the Boston Celtics in exchange for the two players. Now, the Hawks did win the NBA championship in 1958, but Russell led the Celtics to a ridiculous 11 NBA championships. That included 3 NBA Finals victories over the Hawks. And it's possible the Hawks probably would have won at least 10 titles under Russell. And the Celtics, they wouldn't have been such a dynasty in the 50s and the 60s. Number 1, Portland drafts Michael Jordan. The Houston Rockets shouldn't regret drafting Hakeem Olajuwon first overall in 1984. He led them to NBA championships in 1994 and 1995. No big deal. But the Portland Trailblazers sure regret taking Sam Bowie at number 2 because the Bulls landed Michael Jordan with the 3rd pick. Bowie was a solid center in his NBA career, but MJ is the greatest player of all time. This is simple. Portland drafts MJ and wins multiple championships, but yeah, there'll always be that what if question. This is DeQwan Young signing off. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.